Dr. Weldon, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you move to Florida and where did you come from?
Well, I grew up in New York on Long Island. My mother and father met at a Knights of Columbus dance after my father returned from World War II. They got married and moved to Levittown, New York. I went to high school and college on Long Island, a place called Stony Brook. At Stony Brook, while in college, I met my wife. We've been married for 32 years, my wife Nancy. We have 2 children. I went to medical school in Buffalo, New York, and I was in the Army for a while. I was an Army doctor. I went in as a captain, and I left as a major when I moved to Florida in 1987.
Why do you want to run for the U.S. Senate?
Well, I feel very strongly that this country is at a serious crisis. When I look back at why I got into politics and why I ran for the U.S. House back in 1994, we were running $200 billion deficits, and I thought that was bad. We're now running $1.2 trillion deficits. I was very concerned about a runaway entitlement program called welfare. Bill Clinton had run in '92 on a campaign of ending welfare as we know it and never introduced a welfare reform package. And it took the Republican Congress. I was part of that initial first Republican Congress in 1994, the first Congress that went Republican in 40 years. And we passed welfare reform, and 8 million Americans moved from welfare dependency to work. And we did balance the budget. We had surpluses in '98, '99, and 2000. And of course, Bill Clinton ran on a middle-class tax cut. He raised taxes on the middle class. We ultimately lowered taxes on the middle class. So I feel that I have a track record of getting things done in Washington as a U.S. House member. I left the House in '98, intending to retire and go back to my medical practice. But now if you look at what's going on in Washington today, I think it's a real crisis. We really need change.